Listen carefully. If you're over 28 years old and still living paycheck to paycheck, you're about to discover the world's financial elite's best kept secret. And when you finish watching this video, you'll never look at money the same way again. If you close this now, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering why some people seem to have too much luck while you struggle every day. But if you stay until the end, you could be financially free in less than 60 days. I'm going to tell you something that will hurt. If you still need to ask for discounts, if you get anxious when you see your bank statement, or if you've lost opportunities due to lack of money, you've been a victim of the biggest brainwashing in modern history. Since childhood, you've been bombarded with toxic phrases that programmed your brain for poverty. There's no such thing as easy money. You have to sweat to earn. Rich people don't go to heaven. Money is dirty. Write in the comments which phrase marked you the most. I want to read all the stories because I know it was as traumatic as what I went through. But wait, it gets worse. Meanwhile, the truly rich, those 2% who control 85% of global wealth, teach something completely different to their children. They know a secret that neuroscience has only recently discovered. Dr. Joe Dispenza, renowned neuroscientist, proved that our brain can be literally reprogrammed through repetition of new thought patterns. This is called neuroplasticity. And here comes the shocking discovery. When you constantly repeat scarcity thoughts, your brain creates neural connections that literally prevent you from seeing financial opportunities. But what I'm about to tell you now will leave you outraged. I discovered this in the most humiliating way possible. 5 years ago, I was a ride-share driver. I worked 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. Result? I could barely pay rent for a 2-room apartment in the suburbs. One day, I picked up a passenger at the airport. Young executive, younger than me, returning from a meeting in Miami. During the ride, he received a call closing a $200,000 deal. Meanwhile, I was calculating if I had enough fuel to finish the day. The difference between us wasn't age, wasn't luck, wasn't a rich family. It was something much deeper. This executive told me something that sounded like madness. I never chase money. I become the type of person that money seeks. I decided to investigate, and what I discovered changed my life forever. Here's the brutal difference that mentally separates poor from rich. Poor mind asks, how am I going to get this? Focuses on lack, generates anxiety, blocks creativity. Rich mind asks, what type of person do I need to be for this to happen naturally? Focuses on identity, generates confidence, opens possibilities. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when we change our habitual thought patterns, we literally rebuild the brain's neural connections. But here comes the part that will shock you even more. I tested this mindset change for exactly 45 days. The result was absurd. First week, I stopped accepting bad rides on the app. I started taking only long, well-paid rides. Second week, a passenger offered me partnership in an import business. Third week, I found a wallet on the street with $1,400. I looked for the owner, returned it, and he gave me $400 as a reward. Fourth week, I received an offer to be a private driver for a businessman. Salary, $8,000 a month. Sixth week, the businessman taught me to invest. First month, profit of $3,200. Coincidence? Impossible. My mind had changed patterns, but now comes the part that will separate future rich from the eternally broke. 95% of those watching will do exactly what they've always done. Nothing. They'll think it's luck that my case was different. You know why? Because they were programmed to reject simple solutions. They were taught that if it were easy, everyone would be rich. Here's the exact protocol based on neuroplasticity principles that I've used for 5 years. First phase. For 7 days, every time you feel urgency about money, stop and take 3 deep breaths. Ask, if I were already financially free, how would I act in this situation? Second phase. Stop seeing yourself as someone who needs money. Start seeing yourself as someone who attracts money naturally. Third phase. Every decision you make, ask, does this bring me closer to the person money seeks or further away? This protocol reprograms your habitual mental patterns. Dr. Joe Dispenza demonstrates that in 21 days you can create new neural circuits. But there's a crucial detail. Those who grew up seeing their parents fight about money have abundance trauma. Those who had workaholic parents have EASE guilt. And those who grew up poor have success fear. Tell me in the comments which of these traumas you recognized in yourself. The truth is this: there's a phrase that separates millionaires from common people. Common people. This might work for others, but my case is more complicated. Millionaires, if it worked for one person, it can work for me too. Be brutally honest in the comments. Which of these 2 phrases went through your head right now? If you thought the first option, you were programmed to die poor. If you thought the second, you have an abundance mindset. Neuroplasticity proves we can recreate our personality through conscious repetition of new mental patterns. The choice is yours. Keep doing the same things and getting the same results. Or accept that there's a smarter way using the power of mental reprogramming. But decide quickly, because every day you spend with the same mental patterns is one less day being truly financially free. And if you want to discover the other secrets the elite hides about financial manifestation, watch the next video right now.